Good afternoon, YouTube. Here we are with Blue Beauty again. I'm gonna fire it up, pull it out, get the truck flipped around, and get it put back where it needs to be. Got some stuff cleared out from behind the car. It's got to sit back further. I had to pull everything out. Had to use the truck to pull a dumpster up to the shed, and because I wasn't gonna push it with the other truck. It worked out the way I was doing it. So the truck's in the wrong way, and it's a lot harder to park it in forward over there, you know, and not be, you know, take up so much room having to park it like this type of thing. So, because, you know, at some point, if need be, the Honda can sit right here or something once I get all that shit cleaned up. But this place has pretty much been turned upside down, and I have to pretty much go through most of what's in here and reshift it, reorganize it to get it a lot more workable. So, I mean, there were 9 of those containers, or 10 of those containers sitting here, 2 stack, 2 stack, 2 stack, and here 2 stack, 2 stack, 2 stack. It was just, so we got rid of that stuff, and now we're getting more room. This place is finally cleaning out a little bit, but just wanted to show you quick my flat spot tire savers, or what they're supposed to be. Got them off of Amazon for like $40-some. Hopefully it'll keep the tires from getting flat spots after sitting for a long time. And you know, I had mentioned in a video past where I had taken the LEDs out of the turn signals and put them in the LBZ. They work much better in there. I would like another set for this car, but at $70 a set, I'm not. And with the car just sitting here for the moment, I'm not overly, you know, anxious to get them yet. And because I wanted to drive the car somewhere before the snow had really flown, I had pulled the LEDs out, and then I was like, well, I better put some turn signal bulbs back in. So I just grabbed some halogen ones. Well, they were one hell of a snug fit getting them in, and I mean, like, it took some effort. I thought I was going to snap the bulb getting them in. Well, needless to say, the bulb pulled out, but the base did not. So I have to get up in there, probably take the bumper off in order to get at the wiring and try and get the base of the bulb out of the sockets. Both of them did that. I was like, how wonderful. So that's that. So you won't see those flash, but I tell you, I just love hearing this thing. But so I don't run it long in the shed. Unfortunately, the LED bulbs shit out on me when I was driving to Michigan, so I had to put regular bulbs back in. As cold as it is, it says 26 in here, and the AC was on. I just turned it off. But and up over it's nice to be behind the wheel of this. Just gonna pull it down here for now. We can take a quick peek around it. Just like a previous video I had done, I'm gonna let it run, let it warm up a little bit, and cow, I just like the way this car looks now. Let's see if we can zoom out for you. There you go. Cow, it just looks freaking decent. Can't wait till I can get a good hand wash on it, but man, it just looks good. It's definitely the way I like it. I gotta do the rocker moldings yet, but Got the clips for it, so hopefully they're the right clips, but we're gonna find out too. Pretty well done. Gotta polish the rear bumper. She's pretty. I haven't buffed the rear bumper yet, and I gotta figure out what to do with the trunk lid because it's paint. It's been, oh shoot, don't slide on snow, but it's been bubbling and peeling just with the pressure washer. So sure that's gonna be cheap to paint. But let me get the truck uncovered and we'll do a fire up video of that too here. So all right, let's zoom out a little bit. Xenon warms up. Nice turn signal here. Hopefully we got enough battery juice to do it here. Oh, that's interesting. When you close the door, the lights turn off. But and then of course some of the LEDs in the cluster decided to kind of not work. Of course they're probably not working now just because I said that. Look how low the battery is. So these batteries are freaking garbage. I wait till you usually can tell when the lights go out or when the glow plugs shut up. There we go. Poofed. Just a wee little poof. Pressure's up. Gauge says 29 there, so it's interesting the discrepancy between the two vehicles. But yeah, the alternator does not kick on. It takes absolutely forever to do so. So everything's kind of bitching and complaining until it kicks up a bit. Probably just need an all new alternator. Oh, you need to shut your pie hole right now. Okay. Try not to run over everything. You know, I just backed into something. My backup camera was working for how long? I just fixed it before I parked it. And then of course, now that I need to move it around to do stuff in here, and the backup camera quits. Like I said, it's a pain in the butt to kind of park stuff in here, or park this frontwards in here, because I gotta forwards and backwards, forwards and backwards, forwards and backwards in order to get it so it doesn't take up so much freaking room. Backing into everything out there. And then I noticed when I was pulling the dumpster up, I let the truck warm up a little bit, had it on high idle, and it was blowing blue smoke the whole time. Even when it was getting pretty warmed up, it was still blowing blue smoke. Thought that was just the most annoying thing. Uh-oh. No, shipped after me here. That's great. That. So much shit in here. It's nice to have a place to park, but until you gotta try and get your vehicle in or out, it's a freaking pain. Oh, the freaking shit's just absolutely full of smoke. Rad. Put this out in the light, we'll take a look. Oh, yeah. Not that anything's changed, except for the last time I went through the car wash. It just about always tries to rip off my front license plate thing, so I gotta get new clips for that. But there should be the needy bit. I like this truck a lot, but I tell you what, it needs more time and attention than I want to give it sometimes. What the hell's even happening? Nice. That'll buff off, but still, that's more work. Like I said, it needs a lot of stuff. Frickin' tailgate camera quit working. Hopefully in the summertime she quits blowing blue. Hard to tell right now, but that's with a resonator, not a muffler and aspirator. can see it on camera. I can barely see it in person. It's got blue haze coming out. It reeks. Brand new injectors. Of course, it's on stage 5. And it's 30 degrees. In the shed, at least. Yeah. I'm having a lot of mixed feelings about this truck. I love the Lb7. It's a frickin' power horse for playing around. I don't care much for it for towing unless you're towing on stage 5, because otherwise it's just a dog. The transmission can't hold it. Oh, I tell you, I'm really starting to dislike having this truck in my fleet. It just needs so much frickin' work to be up to my standards, and well, a lot of work means a lot of money. It's still worth what I paid for it. By a long shot, it's probably worth more than what I paid for it. Especially with all the new little goodies and add-ons. If I get, you know, all the freaking electrical gremlins fixed and whatnot, I'll touch up what needs to be touched up. I have the switch out because I was trying to do LEDs on it, but this couldn't get the stupid circuit board off the thing to get soldered bulbs on. So then when I needed to move the truck and do the dumpster thing, and I didn't have the switch in here, so I just quick threw it on. I tried to do LEDs on this one too, but I think something broke on the switch, so I gotta get a new one. Yeah, so then of course I gotta do subwoofer wiring yet, but you know, I absolutely I adore the truck, but as needy as it's being, I just about had it. Trying to do as much as I can do with 4 vehicles. I haven't gotten anything I wanted to do on the summer vehicles done this winter, nor will I really, other than tie rods on the car. And I won't be able to get anything probably done on the winter vehicles that I should do. Not that they need a whole lot more, other than big ticket items that are just so expensive. At the moment, trying to buy a house, saving up, I should say. $3,000 injectors, $400 oil cooler, and this needs the injectors, which needs the oil cooler. The other truck needs the upper oil pan replaced. It needs injectors. This one, I mean, I would love to do a Y-bridge kit on this thing, and I'd love to do an Lb7 cooling stack in it so it can do as much as the Lb7 can. It needs a transmission build, and with that I want to do a 6-speed build, and you know, the whole 9 yards. It needs a torque converter. The other truck should get a trans build too, because that's getting kind of sloppy, but it's got a new converter in it. Triple disc. So I tell you, I've got paint match fender flares that need to be painted, but got that to go on here. I'd love to get this painted. Still have chrome. Have this painted. Same color as the truck. I got clear coat peeling off relentless in places. Bed. It's got big dents in it. Freaking body filler needs replacement, and bumpers getting rusty and shitty looking. But I have wheel well liners for the back. I haven't put them in because that sounded like a pain in the ass. That's what I see most people doing when they buy them. They're like, oh, there's no pre-drilled holes, there's no nothing. You got to do all that yourself. Well, that just sucks ass, because you can't see the holes behind the liner. You just got to measure and guess, and good lord, some people end up selling them right away again. I understand why. terribly cheap either. I'd like to do more with the sound system. Speaker-wise, get a three-component system for the front, and then I'd like to put this system in the back of the LB7. I don't need this truck. Doesn't really need a whole rear sound system. Just 3 different speakers back here. Other than that, not a whole lot. Just to get the 3-stage from front, get an amp for that. Well, that's chunk of change. It needs tires, needs different rims. Well, I should say those tires and rims on the LB7 will be going back on here. So the LB7 really needs a new set of tires and wheels. But ching-a-ching-a-ching, there's another $3 grand-ish, 25, $3 grand. I tell you, just money hungry, and I'm just tired of feeding it money. But such is the life of 4 vehicles. Yes, I know. I'm blessed I even have 4 vehicles. It is a blessing. I try to do the best I can with what I've got. It stretches me out a lot of the time. That is for sure. But to have a summer vehicle. This is the first time I've ever had summer vehicles and winter vehicles this past year. Otherwise, I've just had 2 trucks. And when I was out in Michigan, I had my business. So 2 trucks made sense because I had a car trailer I was towing and hauling people around, moving people, this, that, the other. So having 2 trucks for business made sense because now it's got 270,000, and my 06 LB7, that engine's now in the gray truck Silverado, but my 06 GMC had 340-some thousand miles. Engine had 150. Transmission, who knows? Transfer case, that body was just shot. It's just shot. Looked good, but you get up underneath it, and it was just chicken wire and chicken shit welds, this, that, the other. It was complete and utter garbage. It had lived 340,000 miles of pure hell. Cornfields or something. It was, I tell you, it was just bad. So, one truck is always needing repairs. This is always needing repairs. That, with age and miles. So 2 trucks made sense. And then I bought the Honda for $200. Needed a transmission. Engine runs like a dream. And $200 turned into $2,700 or $2,800 pretty quick, and it's still growing. Still needs more. Well, and then I scored the Blue Beauty for $700, and needed an engine, so put an engine in it, wheels and tires. Got in an accident, so it ended up getting more parts, paid for by insurance, but yeah. So now it looks better than it ever did, really, because it had flaws in the hood and the bumper, and the headlights are all polished up, turn signals are polished up, door handles are beautiful now. I'm telling you, I got a screaming deal on the wheels and tires. $350 for wheels and tires. The tires are like brand new, they're just flat spotted, so they're pumped up 50 psi, putting them on the flat spot savers, hopefully that, and then when summer comes and I get the tires nice and hot driving on concrete, we can hopefully get them to round back out, because they're 2018 and 2019 tires, so they're still pretty new, and I want them to last. I don't want to have to go get new tires to have a smooth ride. But if I go get new tires, then I'm going to have to probably take the rims in and make sure that they're not bent or anything, because I'm tired of bent wheels. God, I'll tell you, the Honda, I bought wheels for that, wheels and tires, but bought wheels for that, and put the tires on and find out one of the rims is bent. Well, frick, and I haven't had this one yet, but I had the front tires put on the old set of rims, and found out one of the front wheels was bent on this. It's like, come on, tired of vibration. I just want a smooth ride. This baby's got it. She's ready to roll. Other than flat spotted tires now, hopefully no bent rims. Needs tie rods, and I wanted to go through the cooling system, do a fan clutch and thermostat, just to be ready for summertime, because she's got 113,000 now, and that's I just want to make sure she's absolutely prepared for summer and the high heat, and running the AC and whatnot. AC works like a dream. I haven't had to touch that, so I am just ecstatic that I'm able to have as many vehicles as I have, and as beautiful as they are. I try to make them, you know, even if it's kind of like my Seville. I paid $1,500 for it, ran and drove, had misfires, needed coil packs. After that, I gave it a quick buff and a quick wax, and the thing looked brand spanking new. And I mean that, brand spanking new. It was diamond in the rough. This was a diamond in the rough. I gave it a quick buff. It looks brand new. Got in an accident. Looks better than brand new. So this thing, I've just been kind of beating it up as I go, but I always wash it, you know, wax it. Soon enough, both of those will be ceramic coated. I already have the ceramic coat. I just get off my nervous high horse. You know, if other people can ceramic coat, I could ceramic coat and get it done. I want to get cab lights on this for sure, because for some reason this really looks bald, so it really needs something up there. But yeah, and to go with the new lights and mirrors. And, you know, I finally got the mirrors. Took me over 2 years to get mirrors for this thing, so how expensive they are. Just with having 3 vehicles at the time, really needing repairs between injectors on this. Just the whole thing. It's just money. But try and keep them up. Try and keep them active and doing stuff. Especially that one. I put 11,000 miles on that. 4.5 months. I love driving that. And this thing too. I like driving this thing when it's not needing a transfer case. And possibly other things like the rear diff is absolutely useless. It does not lock up. It's a one-wheel peel. It's pretty much an open diff. And it's got the locker. It used to work, and it just kind of quit. And I mean, it's useless for a truck without a locking rear end to give you that extra traction. And the front diff seals need to be replaced. Right now, it needs upper control arms. It needs probably all new control arm bushings. They're all original. I did ball joints with Moog. They're pretty much taking a shit on me. Needs an alignment right now if I were to drive it, but I really want the off-road upper control arms from D-Max store, and that is $600 with tie rods, ball joints. That's just for uppers. Lowers add another like $300-400, and then you got an alignment after that. So we're already $1,000 just in front end parts. So holy crap! I'd really like to do the death grip idler arm and pitman arm from D-Max store. That probably adds another $600-700. Like I said, the Y bridge, well, you already know that's almost $800. I mean, it's just relentless how much money I could dump into this thing. It just boggles my mind. You know, I could easily spend, you know, transmission bill, this, that, the other. Oh, it's already got a lift pump, so we're already good there. But God bless it, I tell you, next thing you know, you got $10,000 more wrapped up into it. You better just keep it for life. And that was the plan. Keep it for life. I wanted to get, you know, 20-inch rims on this thing, which is on the Lb7 right now, and do Brembo brake kit, or the Willwood brakes. They're cheaper, but do the 4-piston calipers stuff. I thought that'd be sweet, but especially, you know, having a 6-speed, me able to wrap this baby up to 120. Now that I got a cluster that'll go up to 120. Decent. Gotta get the airbag module replaced. I've already done an interior color conversion, because it was that dark blue they offered. And had a pillar gauge, but that's bye-bye, and that's up here, so I need a new pillar. And yeah. Oh, I tell ya. Whoops. Oh, whoops. Foot slipped. So, well, I'm gonna go up, get this puppy turned around, and we can back her in the shed. Tires are going flat on this thing. They're freaking, rims are getting so bad they're leaking air around the beads, so that's always okay. But yeah, so I hope that satisfies lack of cold starts on either vehicle for a minute. And stay tuned, because, well, things are going to get better for both vehicles. Whether I or my pocketbook really likes it. They need to be, this thing needs a transfer case swap or something. I'm hoping that's where my growling's coming from. So, gotta get the subwoofer wiring done so I can have my subs for summertime, and AC works in this. Last I checked, probably needs an evac and recharge. But, yeah, so, it needs wiper blades too. That's really bad. You can see the blades, things are hanging. But, yeah, so, I hope you guys enjoyed. I ranting and raving about not wanting to spend money. But stay tuned for more as spring and summer rolls around. Thanks for watching. God bless.